Okay, hello everyone.
Hi.
My name is Mr. Rino.
I'm Mr. E.
We were serving as MPCO during our national service. MPCO stands for
Neighborhood Police Center Officers. Yeah. So basically what we had to do was to do our patrols and more importantly respond to 999 calls.
Yeah.
I actually have attended to a case once where my partner and I were the first responders. So my partner being the regular, he told me, the junior, to go and search for the pockets of the recently deceased. Why police officers have to do that is to find any form of identification card, ICs, things like that, to track the personal details, as well as to see if he or she was actually a resident from the building that they just jumped off.
Myself, I come across decomposed body before, and the smell is very interesting.
And the smell sticks on your clothes.
Yes, the smell sticks on your. To me, it smells like ban mian. I cannot eat ban mian until now. Snakes. I'm expert in catching snakes.
Oh, also
Crocodile.
Crocodile never. I've not caught, but I've caught like pythons.
Crocodile I see from far because the crocodile very big.
I think for me, it was a very meaningful time. I got to interact with real people who had very real concerns sometimes. They had disputes with neighbors. Sometimes the music that was playing in their neighbor's house is too loud, they cannot sleep, or they have children babies who can't sleep. So it was very meaningful to try and mediate between neighbors.
I think it's a very good experience for me as well. When I was on the street, I realized that there's a lot of things going on that I didn't know was happening before I donned out this blue uniform.
Yeah.
When people say national service, people always go for the army, and they always forgot about the boys in blues, the police officers, civil defense, the paramedics. I really respect the paramedics. So that's about it. All right. See you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Slim, Mr. Sim, Mr. Kwan, colleagues and students. I'm Mr. Lee, and I'm here to share about my call of duty as a military policeman. After my 2 months basic military training, I was posted to a military police training unit to learn military laws and self-defense skills. After my pass-out parade, I was deployed to 6SIR. My job is to safeguard the security of airports, Sembawang Wharf, and Jurong Island on a daily shift basis. I work together with the police. After I ORD, my role took a 360-degree change. During reservice, I took part in many wartime exercises. My main job is to protect the security and welfare of the prisoner of war at the headquarters. I will not be at the front line fighting the war, but most likely I will be assassinated by the enemy commando troop force. That ends my sharing. Thank you for listening.
Hello everyone. I first put on my uniform in 2001, 20 years ago, as a fresh recruit at Pulau Tekong. Over the 20 years, I managed to experience life as a trainee, then a trainer. Of course, I was also a staff officer for a few months. That was one of the most boring ones. And during my last 8 years of reservice, I was at the active unit. Lots of interaction with the guys. Miss those days definitely. If I had a chance, I would probably go back and visit them. Well, over 20 years, I would say army was a very interesting journey. Definitely no regrets. And yeah, look forward if I can go back again. So that's it. Any questions, you can ask me in person.
Mr. Ong. I'm from one of the best units in Singapore, the Commando unit. In Commandos, we do parachuting. We also attended the Ranger course as well as the Prisoner of War course. Okay, all these course basically is quite tedious. Okay, so we always believe in training hard and playing hard too. So therefore, whatever we experience through, at the end, it helps to build our mentality and character in the process. Okay, so during wartime, I'm actually attached to the LERT unit. A LERT unit is basically a surveillance team. So during war, we are supposed to monitor the enemy movements as well as the number of enemies coming into Singapore. Okay, as such, we have to stay in the forest for maybe 2 weeks. At the same time, in the beginning, we have to dig a very big hole for us to be inside to monitor the enemy movements. The hole is so big until we have to make sure that we find comfort in sleeping inside, eating inside, as well as reporting the enemy movements inside. So you can imagine it's as big as 1/4 of the whole vehicle. Yeah. So therefore, that's about it. Thank you.
I served my national service with the engineer formation. This formation basically builds bridges, lay and clear minefields. The video that you will see is basically what we do.
Behemoths may look like any other wheeled vehicles you see in the SAF. But once they hit the water, they take on a different form. These are the M3G military float bridge and rafts that the combat engineers use to piggyback vehicles across a wet gap. 2 of these rumbling giants are pieced together to form one raft. And it takes only 8 men to deploy and operate the M3G. In less than 20 minutes, the lumbering vehicles take on a sleeker and flatter profile. The foldable longspan bridge, for example, is a rapid deployable and efficient bridging system for troops and vehicles.
As a teacher, I am contributing towards total defense. As students, you can also contribute towards total defense.